All right, listen up. I'm about to get straight to the point because you're probably spent your whole life being stabbed in the back by people who said they have your back. If you ever wonder why loyalty feels like a myth or why ambition always seems to turn friends into enemies, this episode is your last damn wake-up call. We're diving deep into the gritty story of Brandon and Harry from Gungrave, a story that's raw, brutal, and will kick you right in the gut with this realism and relentlessness. This ain't some soft feel-good tale about friendship. It's a hardcore lesson about betrayal, ambition, and the brutal cost of chasing power. Imagine having your ride or die, your best friend, someone you literally die for, pull the trigger on you. Yeah, that's exactly the level of betrayal we're talking about. But stick around because the truth you're about to uncover might finally help you see who's really got your back and who's just sharpening the knife behind you. Hey there, I'm Michael Yerby with over 2 decades of performing maintenance operations in the United States Air Force. I have a master's degree in organizational management, and as a master sergeant, I spent over 23 years learning exactly what moves people to greatness. Listen, I know you're tired of the motivational cliches, but what if the secret to finally leveling up your life has been hidden in your favorite anime all this time? My job isn't just talking. I'm here to share powerful stories and actionable insights I discovered through anime. Real wisdom on teamwork, leadership, resilience, and personal growth. So buckle up. I guarantee you'll never look at anime or your life the same way. Let's build some momentum and support the channel by hitting the subscribe, like, and share buttons. Today we're breaking down how the anime Gungrave lays bare the intense truths behind friendship, loyalty, and betrayal. You might think you already know what real friendship looks like, but trust me, you're about to see some heavy-hitting insights that will make you rethink everything. Stick around, because I'm gonna show you how this brutal anime story can help you recognize who's really on your side, who's secretly plotting on your downfall, and who's chasing ambition without limits can turn your closest friends into your deadliest enemies. Let's get right into it. All right, let's get raw. Real friendship ain't pretty, and Gungrave makes that crystal clear. You see Brandon and Harry start as tight homies, brothers who shed blood together without even blinking. Sounds like loyalty, right? But let's face facts. Every single one of you watching right now had someone you trusted stab you square in the back. Yeah, that best friend who swore they'd ride with you, but jumped ship the second things got tough. Or worse, when they saw a chance to level up without you. This anime does not sugarcoat anything. It grabs you by the collar and forces you to see what blind loyalty looks like when it's twisted by greed. Brandon thought loyalty was unbreakable until ambition turned his best friend into his worst enemy. Stick around, because later I'm gonna expose exactly how you can spot the difference between genuine loyalty and a snake lurking in your circle, waiting to bite. Now, before you start cutting everyone off, let's dive deeper into exactly how ambition turns friendship into betrayal, Gungrave style. Let's cut through all the nonsense and get brutally real. Ambition isn't evil, but when left unchecked, it wrecked everything you care about. Harry's ambition in Gungrave went from hustle to toxic real quick, destroying friendships and leaving chaos behind. You've seen it before, the coworker who tossed you under the bus just to climb the ladder, or that friend whose ego got so big they stopped seeing people as human and started seeing them as stepping stones. Harry believed he was chasing power to lift himself and Brandon higher, but at what cost? Dude lost sight of reality, and his own best friend paid the ultimate price. Here's the truth bomb you need. Unchecked ambition does not make you powerful. It makes you lonely, bitter, and dangerous. Keep watching, because I'm about to break down how you can pursue your dreams without sacrificing your values, your friendships, or your humanity. But first, let's get honest about why Brandon let loyalty blind him to the harsh truth he didn't want to face. All right, now it's time to talk straight. Blind loyalty will mess you up, and Brandon learned that lesson in the hardest possible way. Brandon saw Harry as family and a bond stronger than blood. Let's be brutally honest. Loyalty without boundaries is just stupidity in disguise. You see this a lot of times, especially in relationships, especially with young ladies who, let's just be honest, get the D, and they become extremely loyalty or bonded with that person, and they become stupidly blinded by things that are simple red flags that they should question, and not just question, but actually follow on, but they don't. And young men do the same thing, especially if they've never been in a productive relationship. They get a girl they think is over their threshold, they're beautiful and things like that, and they get blind to what they need to see because they feel that they need to have loyalty to this person to the point of stupidity. Like, you ever find yourself sticking around for people who consistently disrespect you, thinking you're being loyal when really you're just afraid to face reality? Yeah, we all been there. Letting loyalty turn into weakness, letting people walk all over you because that's just what good friends do, right? Wrong. But Brandon paid with his life because he didn't recognize when loyalty became blind. This ain't just the anime, this is real life. And if you don't wake up right now, you're heading for the same disaster. Stick around because I'm gonna show you exactly how to recognize when loyalty stops being your strength and starts being your downfall. But before we get there, let's expose the hard reality about what happens when friendship meets betrayal head on. Now let's tackle betrayal. Yeah. Big, ugly B word no one ever wants to talk about openly. Harry betraying Brandon and Gungrave ain't just some anime plot twist. It's a warning for every single person watching right now. And the crazy thing, you probably got someone in mind right now who did you dirty. Someone you trusted like family who switched up faster than you can even blink. The truth hurts, but betrayal always comes from someone close. Someone who knows exactly how to hurt you the most. Harry's betrayal wasn't random. It was calculated, driven by greed and ambition. And the harsh truth is, some of y'all got people around you plotting just like Harry, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Whoa, but hold on. I'm not here to just drag you through the mud. Keep watching because I'm gonna show you how to stop betrayal before it happens. And more importantly, how to respond when someone you trust crosses that line. But first, let's break down exactly what Brandon did wrong when facing betrayal, so you don't make the same tragic mistake. Let's talk real. Brandon's biggest mistake wasn't trusting Harry. It was ignoring all the glaring red flags because he didn't want to believe his boy could betray him. How many times have you seen someone act this shady but brushed it off because you didn't want to rock that boat? You know what I'm talking about. Brandon saw Harry changing, saw his hunger for power growing dangerous, but he chose to look the other way. And that ignorance cost him everything. Look, I get it. You don't want to see bad in someone you care about, but ignoring reality is setting yourself up for a disaster. Stop lying to yourself. Trust your gut. If someone feels off, they probably are. And it's your responsibility to protect yourself by taking action. If Brandon had called Harry out earlier, maybe things would have ended differently. Keep listening because I'm about to show you how confronting reality early will save your friendships and maybe even your life. Now let's dig even deeper. Here's how Brandon's failure to set boundaries led directly to his downfall. All right, let's get painfully honest. Boundaries aren't optional. They're essential. Brandon didn't set any boundaries with Harry because he confused loyalty with letting someone run wild. And guess what? It cost him everything. You keep letting people step over your boundaries because you're afraid to lose them if you speak up. But all you're really doing is losing yourself. Gungrave ain't just the anime, and it's clear mirror showing what really happens when you let friends and family cross the line without pushing back. Brandon's lack of boundaries literally got him killed. Yeah, it's harsh, But somebody got to tell you, the longer you ignore your boundaries, the closer you get to your own downfall. But don't worry, because next I'm going to give you some hardcore strategies for setting rock solid boundaries that people won't dare to cross ever again. Now, before we wrap this up, let's talk about how Brandon's story proves that ambition can either build you up or tear you down. Your choice. Let's make something crystal clear. Ambition ain't inherently evil, but how you handle it determines whether it builds you up or tears your entire life apart. Gungrave shows us exactly what unchecked ambition looks like. Harry's relentless pursuit of power didn't just destroy his friendships, it destroyed him. Too many of you chasing ambition like addicts chasing a high. Never satisfied, always need more, and burning every bridge behind you. But Brandon's ambition was different. He chased purpose, loyalty, and honor, yet his mistakes was aligning himself with somebody only valued power. If you don't get it crystal clear on what type of ambition you're feeding, you will end up exactly like Harry, powerful, feared, and completely alone. I ain't here to scare you, I'm here to wake you up. Ambition is a weapon. Use it wisely, or it will use you. Stick around because I'm gonna show you exactly how to align ambition with integrity so you don't self-destruct. All right, now let's pull this all together because the lessons from Brandon and Harry's story might just save your friendships, your ambitions, and your damn life. We cover some heavy truths today, straight from the harsh lessons of Brandon and Harry's bond in Gungrave. Real talk about loyalty, betrayal, and unchecked ambition. We saw Brandon and Harry go from brothers in arms to bitter enemies, reminding you exactly how dangerous blind loyalty and toxic ambition can be. Remember, we talked about this. Ignoring red flags, failing to set boundaries, and confusing real friendships with letting people walk all over you can lead straight to disaster. At the same time, ambition isn't your enemy, it's how you wield it. Brandon paid the price because he trusted too blindly, while Harry destroyed everything by chasing power at all costs. The push and pull between loyalty and ambition ain't just anime, it's your life, right here, right now. The real question you gotta answer is simple but crucial. Are you ready to face reality and make better choices? Or will you wait until it's too late? Stick with me because I got some final thoughts that will put all this into action and get your life on the track it's supposed to be. Look, this isn't just another podcast episode. This is your life we're talking about. Brandon and Harry's tragic story isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to shake you awake. If you've been drifting, letting shady friends hold you back, or chasing ambition without boundaries, this is your last chance to get it right. Real talk, you're smarter than that, stronger than that, and deep down, you know you deserve better. Gungrave's lessons are your blueprint. Take control, set clear boundaries, choose your circle wisely, and chase your ambition with integrity and purpose. And hey, I know change ain't easy, but staying stuck is way harder. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna finally step up and own your decisions and start living the life you were always meant to live? I need you to hit the subscribe, like, and share this with someone who's stuck in a bad cycle. Hopefully, they'll thank you later. Let's build momentum together and create a community where real talk leads to real change.